Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good and staying safe. Today I have come back with another snowy day vlog in which there will be one school tiffin box recipe. Also I will be sharing what's for lunch in our house today. At the end I will be sharing what is going to be our next video. Sure, keep watching till the end. Now let's get started. You can see the weather is very beautiful. All night long it was snowing and even now there is light snow showers. I don't know whether you are able to see or not. It's very beautiful. Today's lunch box is rice variety I am going to prepare. These are boiled beetroots. I always keep boiled beetroots in my fridge, either to use it in salads or for South Indian type of side dishes like poriyal or something like that, or simply to make rice like this also. To keep a variety in tiffin box all week long, you can choose to have sandwiches for 2 days, wraps for 2 days and 1 day rice variety. That will keep the tiffin box really very interesting and it will be a different choice for kids as well. That's how I ended up making beetroot rice for tiffin box today. Just take enough oil. To that I have added the onions. Fry them until translucent. To that I added chili powder, turmeric powder and tomato paste and salt to taste. If you don't have tomato paste, don't worry. Just crushed tomatoes or tomato puree is also okay. To that finally I added beetroot. Nicely give it a good mix because already beets are well done cooked, so you don't need to wait for the beetroots to get cooked. Followed by I also added the boiled rice. You can see nice long grain. This is basmati rice only I used. Nicely give it a good mix and our beetroot rice for lunch box is very much ready. This extra beetroot I will use it for making salad. I will be packing rice variety and all mostly in these kind of thermos flask. With rice, keep some chips like this and a small sweet treat, that is brownie. These thermos flask and all is really very great for our weather. It is really very cold out. The rice packed in this or even noodles, pasta, everything I packed in these kind of thermos tiffin boxes only. It will stay warm all day long. This kind of thermos tiffin boxes you can see in Walmart or even in Costco. I saw them in different sizes, even in little bigger size also it was available. Nice beautiful weather. It's windy and it's still light snow showers also. See how beautiful, feather light fresh snow. Easily this can be cleaned, but you have to do the cleaning in the morning if you have to go out. Now I am preparing the dough for paratha. I have taken plain whole wheat flour. To that salt, sugar and little bit of yogurt and water together. Nicely mix it and start kneading the dough. Usually for kneading the dough perfect consistency you need means you have to use, if you are using 2 glasses of flour, then you will need only 1 glass of water and little more than that. Then you will have a nice soft dough. Try this way and finally use little bit of oil and nicely give it a knead and leave it for 20 minutes. 20-minute resting time will make the dough nice and soft and your parathas will be extra soft as well. Every time I make paratha, it will be in different styles I will show you, but every style I share with you is giving the perfect soft parathas only. Try this way also. I have divided the entire dough into 4 portions and I will be working with 1 portion at first. Nicely roll with the help of rolling pin. Nice thin layer should be there for a nice soft parathas. Roll it as thin as possible. You use flour to just roll this way, nothing will happen. Even if it sticks, no worries. Like this I will apply oil and I will be taking a nice butter knife. If you have a plastic butter knife, that also is okay. This will not leave marks on your floor. Like this, I will just give long slits on this whole parathas, and this way you try the recipe. I am sure your parathas are going to be very soft. Whenever I make this kind of dough, right, definitely add this kind of flour in between that will separate the layers while you are rolling again. Yeah, whenever I make parathas, I make really in large quantity. Today to show only I am taking little less. Otherwise I will make whole lot of pedas of this kind and store it in fridge. It will stay for at least 4 to 5 days as fresh as the first day itself. Over the weekend and all, if you work like this and leave it in fridge all week long, you will have nice time, relaxed time. Easily you can pull out any number of pedas you want and make parathas. See, this way in between I just applied little bit of oil, that is drizzle little bit of oil and followed by little flour. It will not stick at all. For paratha, I am preparing mutton curry today. This I have taken enough oil and onions, fry until translucent. I am getting late going to the mosque, so I am just not doing the onions too brown. Otherwise, nicely caramelized the onions, taste will be double. To that I added ginger garlic paste, green chili paste, turmeric powder, chili powder, dhania powder, garam masala powder, and nicely give it a good mix. To that I am adding mutton, and again I will be frying it. Today the menu for lunch is little different. Out of always having something with rice or salad or something, today I chose to make parathas and mutton curry for lunch. Add salt to taste. Now I am adding yogurt. To that also I am adding crushed tomatoes. Nicely give it a good mix. Add little bit of water and cover it and cook for 6 steams. If it is Instapot, no doubt you can keep it for 10 minutes and your mutton will be very much ready. But today I am preparing it in normal cooker. To this I am adding coconut milk powder. I love the flavor of coconut in this curry. You can always feel free to use coconut paste, fresh coconut paste, that you can add also along with tomatoes itself. Now I am adding, this is fried onions I had, so I am adding crushed fried onions followed by little bit of coriander and lemon juice. Coriander you can add as much as possible. It will give extremely wonderful flavor and taste, and also good for health too. Nicely give it a good mix, and I will keep it on low flames for just 5 to 10 minutes so that the curry becomes little more thick until the consistency I am looking for. See, the wonderful mutton curry is very much ready. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, do sure like, share and subscribe to my channel Live Tasty Be Happy. Now you can see I am easily pulling out this pedas out of them. They will not stick if you keep that way. Just sprinkle little bit of flour and little bit of oil. You have to drizzle and keep it. No worries. Easily you can pull it out. Even after 2 days, 3 days, it will come very nicely. Don't roll the parathas very thin. If you roll very thin, the layers won't open up. Now you can see I am frying it in cast iron tawa. Cast iron tawa and all, once it is become hot, very nicely it will cook through inside and quick as well. Like this way you can fry the parathas with the help of oil or ghee, that's your choice. But definitely give this kind of pat for every paratha, which will open up the layers. And also it will keep the parathas soft. Sure, pat it with both your hands and keep it covered with a muslin cloth. That's how you can keep your parathas nice and soft. Sure, keep watching the video. I have some more information to share with you about my previous video which I posted. Also what is going to be our next video, that also I will show you a glimpse over here now. Couple of videos back I posted a video how to freeze cookie dough. That's a very wonderful video. You can go and check. I will leave the link in the description box. Today I have to go for a tea party in the evening. Simply I pulled these cookies out of the freezer, let them on the baking tray for 20 minutes and then I baked it at 350°F for only 12 to 13 minutes. You can see how wonderful cookies are ready in no time. I didn't have to prepare the cookie dough and all. Everything was pre-packed in the freezer. Very easy. This is I am sharing because it will be easy for anybody who is organizing parties or making snacks at home only for your kids. Then this recipe will be very useful. See how beautiful crust. They are very soft and chewy cookies with choco chip as well. Now these are beautiful vanilla cupcake. You can see how beautiful they are. I prepared these cupcakes last week. I will be posting this video next. Next video will be tutorial of making plain vanilla cupcakes along with this flower frosting. Sure, keep watching. I'm sure you all enjoyed this video. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel Live Tasty Be Happy. Soon I'll be back with another awesome recipe or a vlog. Until then, stay safe, take care and goodbye.